I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 24, Volume 6. Slightly different this week, so I got some gifts, or I got a gift from a lovely gentleman called Daryl. Daryl sent this through to me to celebrate me getting slightly older. And just a little bit, just matured maybe is the word. Matured? Vintage? Retro? One of those two anyway. So he sent me a little gift, and to be fair, I've decided this week what we're going to do is go play some of these games because he sent so many through. We're going to select a few to play because some are absolutely fantastic. So this is a little pile he sent along with some sweets and a lovely card actually that says I'm retro now and whatever else is, which is really nice of him. So he sent this through, so I thought I'd share this with you. So I'll show you what he sent me. He sent me Tomahawk, which obviously is about helicopters. This is one of these ones where it's sort of like oh my god, it's got the lens lock in it. I hadn't realised that. Wow. With the lens lock, that's mental. That's never going to work on a modern day television. But yeah, these were the bane of everybody's lives back in the day. You used to fold them over, and they used to look at letters through them, and you could try and work out when they bent it in a certain way what letter you were looking at, and you had to push the letters to get in. I didn't realise that was in there. It's fantastic, realistically. Oh wow. But yes, Tomahawk. This is learn how to fly a Tomahawk helicopter. That's a thing that for not really What's on the Tape because it takes too long. But usually I'll crash them. But it's awesome. That's amazing though. I love that lens lock security system. That's amazing. I didn't even notice that earlier. Then we got a few others. We got Rambo, First Blood, or Part 2, First Blood Part 2. This is the sort of, this is the ocean release of it. I think this is one we're going to try and load. It does sometimes not run very well on 128k. Oh look, wow, it's got the original inlay as well, Stallone. Look at that. One thing about Daryl is he does certainly have all the stuff to go with it, so that's really cool. I like this one because it kind of reminds me of Akari Warriors a little bit, and Who Dares Wins 2, which is one of my favourite games ever. So I think we might put that one to one side to play. Definitely on the play pile. Then we got this one, Ice Pots. I've never played it. I don't think I've got it. I've never played it. I love the graphical style that seems to appear on the back there. That's really up my street, that one. So I think this is definitely oh wow, and it's a printed one as well. So it's been printed, that label as well. I think that's definitely one we're going to try as well today because I've never tried it. Possibly not the best graphic on the front, but not bad at all. Like it's all right. But I think if it had been sharper, it probably sold a little easier. But that looks really cool from there. So we'll keep that one out as well. Couple of other ones. An absolute classic. 3D Star Strike. This is equivalent of Star Wars from Atari. The one where you do the run down the vector sort of tunnels of doing things. It's almost exactly the same game, but it's better in my opinion. If you've ever played 3D Star Strike, it's better. I'll put that as a possible to one side for playing this today. Then we got Bomb Scare, which is an isometric. We've played this before. It's popped up on the whole thing. This is the is it a re-release? I don't think it was actually. This is the old Firebird range. So they even kept the old white label style labels, but didn't change them later on. It's nice though. It's nice. We've got. I'm going to wait because that one. I'm going to spoil the big one there. We've got Chain Reaction, which is this is actually really quite good. It's the one I'm thinking of. No, it's not the one I'm thinking of. I think it's Critical. Is it the Critical one? There's something else. Critical Mission. This is another isometric one from Encore, which was a re-release of a Jarrell game back in the day. Is it blue? The tape. Is it a blue Jarrell tape? Hasn't got the elements there. No, just the things there. No. I don't think. I think there's a set of instructions in there. Folded over. Yeah, massive instructions folded over in there. You can barely see them, but yeah, loads of instructions to this one. Chain Reaction. Lovely case. Firelord by Houston Software, re-released by players. An absolute classic story thing. Had a little bit of stealing in it. I can't remember the ins and outs of the story was. What's it say on the back here? Let's have a look at this. The path wove deeper through the forest, beckoning Sir Galahad through the flickering shadows. Fear not, said a voice, and dimming gloom. Enchanted crystals will not fail. Yeah, something about enchanted crystals. Very nice, though. Just Crash Smash, of course, as well. Excellent. I might put 3D Star Strike to one side actually as another game to play today. I think we'll do that because I was getting close to the 101. Actually, to be fair though, Scumball is amazing. Scumball is a great little arcade game. This is appeared before. I think I've done a video on it before, but Scumball's actually quite good. It's sort of a Bulldog, which of course is Mastertronic, rebranded. I think for the US market, which didn't really happen, or something else, trying to capitalise on that Americanisms that we had back in the 80s and 90s that we loved so much. That's a one to worth playing as well. I think we'll put that one in the pile because I like the style of Scumball, so we'll go do that. So we got that one, and then this is Quadron. Quadron was a game that was originally created by this chap Beale, Beale. I don't know, so it's got a full name on here somewhere. It doesn't, but he basically created this game back in the. Wow, look at this cassette. Look at that. That is cool. It's very cool. Can barely see the tape on it. It's that cool. Yeah, Quadron was a game created back in the day, but never complete. So it was never completed as a game. And then they redid it. I love the way they come with a CD-ROM, just in case you wanted to load it off the CD. So there's a copy of the game on the CD, and the instructions are on the back there. What we doing with the game here? We're a defender droid, and we're going to be collecting crystals, basically. But anyway, this game was kind of refound and then re-released from back in the day. So it's actually a new game from about 40 years ago. So that we're definitely playing. We're going to save that for last, though. So we'll do the other. We'll do these ones. This is what we're going to do. Quadron. We're going to do Rambo. We're going to do Ice Palace, and we're going to do Scumball. And we'll do those ones because those are cracking games. We'll go through those. He also sent me a book of 60 Sinclair programs to type in. This will keep me busy. Look at that, endings, knowledge of geographic stuff, motocross. Oh, proper lot of things. £5.95 back in the day. That's probably quite expensive, to be fair. And then I've got these upside down. Let me swap them round for you. And then a couple of compilations for what's on the tape. You know how I love those kind of things. Well, this is a very small one, to be honest with you. Nightbreed, the action game, and Midnight Resistance, of course, written by Jim Bagley, or most of it was. What a combination of that one is. Look at that. All the loading for it. It's got the Amstrad version in, of course, as well, because why not? You get the Amstrad version as well, Spectrum and Amstrad versions of them. Nothing very much exciting about the back of the cover, though. But yeah, this is one, actually, funnily enough, I was trying to get recently, and Daryl saved me from buying it myself. Anyway, and the one that made me go wow the most, I mean, Quadron did, but this is the one that made me go wow the most. When I opened the packet and I got to this one, I went, wow, I had this set back in the day, and it's going to appear next week as well, next season as a chance to sort of choose it. This is the Konami collection. It is a fantastic collection of games. We literally have some of the best on here. From Jailbreak. But Green Beret, Ya Kung Fu 2, which is actually not the best, but it's okay. Ping Pong, great game. Mikey, Jackal, the Hypersports, Sholin's Road, and Nemesis. It is a fantastic collection of arcade conversions, and quite a lot of those are absolutely phenomenal. I bought this back in the day, and I was absolutely blown away because I got so much value for money for it. I played Ping Pong a lot. I remember playing Jackal quite a lot. Hypersports, of course. Sholin's Road was quite obsessed by because I played the arcade version. It wasn't quite good on the Spectrum. And of course, Green Beret. I had the original one as well, but Green Beret is an absolute stonker of a game, and then of course a good shoot 'em up Nemesis, and a weird sort of platformy arcadey game in Mikey. Fantastic games. But anyway, without further ado, and without messing around any longer, we're going to get, hang on, let's get them over. We're going to get, I think we're going to start with Scumball. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so I don't think we need to go down to load it, actually, the usual basic thing. I think we can load this Scumball from a command line. Well, not command line. No, it's load it. I completely lie. Right, we'll go down and load it. I thought we could load it from another thing. Anyway, these fantastic gifts, by the way. It spoils me every time. Here we go. Push the buttons. So, Spoils me every time, Daryl. You spoil me. So we are Linda, a laser-incorporated nasty disposal droid, who might have gathered a not... you might not have gathered... It's not a cuddly toy. It's a dedicated killing machine. We're a dedicated killing machine. Always a good thing. We like dedicated killing machines. We've been sent into the sewers to to clear out assorted nasties. We must guide her through the sewers. What are we looking for? There is something we're looking for, I think. There is something we're looking for. You must proceed. You have to gather the final grenade. You must proceed to the layer of the green slime. Use all the grenades to destroy the slime completely. Right, so we need... How many we got? Use all the grenades. Basically looking for grenades, though. This is what we're looking for. I remember this Bulldog selection, by the way. Bulldog was one of my... I quite like these. I think they're very easy to collect. I don't think there's any more than about 8 or 9 Bulldog games within the whole collection. And the thing that I like most about the Bulldog collections is, first off, we got Streaker. Do you remember Streaker? It was like an action-adventure in the style of Nighttime, where you could choose what you did and interacted with it. And it was basically a big fat man in his underpants, which is basically what I am right now. All right, maybe not, but the point is, it was kind of lewd and naughty. It could be naughty. He's a little nude man running around, doing whatever else is. I love the fact that the creature behind, though, that we're killing the slime there at the back. There's the skeleton hanging there with nil by mouth, and he's obviously starved to death. It's brilliant. I'm not sure what he's got hanging off his head. It's either a hat or some kind of sexual object. Well, either way, he went with a smile. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Streaker was a bit edgy, wasn't it? It was a bit edgy. It was on the edge. It was a bit edgy as a thing. And then of course you had the fantastic what's it called? Dr. Destructo. Do you remember Dr. Destructo? It was kind of like you had planes. You had basically to shoot down the planes that came onto the level. If you crashed into them, they killed you. They didn't really shoot much. Shoot down the planes. They basically then collided and flew to the ground onto a boat or an island. And it basically, as the planes collided with the island, they basically exploded, created a hole until the point was there was enough water coming through it that the thing sank. So it was about sinking boats, realistically. Fantastic game as well. Also, Feud. Remember Feud? Feud 1-on-1. You versus another magician. You had to collect up herbs and things like that so you could cast spells, so you could kill each other. It was awesome. It was really clever, was Feud. A fantastic little game of sort of, I guess, magic versus magic. Very, very good indeed. It was a lovely collection. Well worth. If you haven't got it, I think it's one that can easily be garnered from the old internet. I'm using big words today. And that's because yesterday my brain wasn't functioning at all. I've got a bit of a cold, actually. I think that's one of the big problems. I've got a cold. I've got a bucket full of coffee, though. And by a bucket, I mean I have a sherbet fountain mug, which is basically the size of 2 normal-sized mugs, but with sherbet fountain down the side, because we like sherbet fountains. To be fair, I only like the sherbet. How about you? I wasn't a big fan of the licorice element of it. Licorice is one of those things that I think I didn't mind, but I didn't really understand the point of licorice. I like licorice all sorts, but only because you got the all sorted stuff with it. And the licorice, do you know what I mean? I had to have a little bit of sugar with me for me to enjoy it. I like, obviously, sort of different type of licorice. It's chewy. It's not the black licorice. It's the black licorice I don't like. Oh, that is a good beverage. We'll have another let's go on it. Hang on. Oh, that's lovely. That is. I was never really keen on the licorice things. And to be fair, sweets were better back in the day. It's a bit like, let's talk about Frazzles. Remember Frazzles? Frazzles, they still exist now. Originally by Smiths. Smiths was then purchased by Walker's Crisps. Walker's then used the name a little bit, and now they make Frazzles as they did, but they don't make Frazzles like they did, because now they're baked rather than fried, for health reasons. So we've lost about and the math, by the way, I've done the math. It's 87 calories for a baked Frazzle, and it's less bacony, I think.
It's a bit crispier, but less bacony. I mean, and the thing is, if you're eating Frazzles, you're eating bacon crisps, aren't you? That's the thing. You're eating bacon crisps. It's 87 calories, and the original ones were 117 calories. So basically, they've chopped off whole 30 calories, but probably reduced the size of the packets at the same time. Yeah, I don't get that math either. So basically, we get less bacony crisps for whatever else is. It'll be a saving, cost saving exercise. Somebody will have worked it out. Okay, left that way, right that way, jump. Report. S. Oh, I should have put that fire. That's wrong. We'll change it. Can I change the controls? Yeah, C for controls. 4 for keyboard. Left, right, jump. S to report for some reason, and space for fire. That sounds good to me. Okay, S to start. So we get a report. We're recharging first. Look at the graphics on this one though. It's good. It's good looking game. This one. So there's R for report, which tells us how many grenades we found. We've only found one. Objects and shots. I like a bit of stats. We always like stats, don't we? We love stats. There's some extra points. It's pretty speedy, actually. What's this? Dangerous, whatever it is. I'm pretty convinced it's dangerous. Right, okay. Remember, this was a budget title. This is all the whole seven quid. That's my lasers, basically. I've refilled the lasers. I think that's a safe zone. Yeah, I think that's safe. Right, okay, that's my health going down. But this is a whole $2.99. You know, like a tiny amount of money. Back in the day, of course, this would have been in the US dollars form. This would have been around about I don't know, about $12 when dollars were worth less and all that kind of rubbish. It was like one point it was $4 to a pound. Do you remember those days? When the pound was a fairly strengthy. Oh, hang on, what's in there? Some points. When there was a lot of strength to it, you know, had a lot of sway internationally. That was the 80s for you, though. That was the 80s. There's some more power for me. Got power. I'm not sure what the S is. Let's get up here. I'm going to go down here and get it's a hell of a jump. I like that. What I like about this most, not anything else. I like the graphics. I think it looks great. I think these. I've got the location 16, location 21. You definitely need to map it. Definitely to map it. I was reading a thing the other day. Somebody suggested that I don't know what happened there. I've been held. Suggested that there was a game with 6,000 locations in it on the Spectrum. A game called Explorer? Does that ring any bells with anybody? I'm not sure I've thought of a game with that many locations. This one's got quite a few thus far. 34 is not a bad number of locations. That's a damn sure. Hang on, I think that's a bomb. No, I can't. It won't let me pick it up. I thought it looked like a bomb. Definitely map. You'd get your pen and paper out for this, and your crayons, and you'd start colouring it in fantastic colours. And you start drawing it, the whole thing. It'd be brilliant. You'd be like, yes, this is the game for me. But you wouldn't be. I tell you what, you would not be unhappy with this. You definitely wouldn't. You would be more than happy with this game because it's great. Look at it. You got your money's worth. It's colourful. As I say, you'd start off early on with your pen and paper. You'd realise that you'd have to map the whole thing, and that you'd have to work out what it did and what it was involved, and you'd be absolutely chuffed. Oh, it says bonus up there. I can't get to it. 50 points. A lot of points here. A lot of point scoring going on. Oh, what's that? Bomb. Oh no. New weapon? Oh, it did something. It sort of exploded sideways. Shield. What's this? It's cool, whatever it is. Look at the particle effects on that baby. It's like being in an early NVIDIA or Voodoo card for your PC. I don't think... I'm going to press S to see what we've got for the... We still haven't done that. We've been to... We've shot 99 shots. Let's do 100. There we go, there's 100 shots. Oh, it's all flashing now. Don't know why it's flashing the border. Was I near a bomb then? Is that what it was? Or did I set off a bomb? Let's just press S there. No. I don't know what that means. Right, carry on. No, but I would be delighted with this back in the day. Oh, don't press the S button again. Oh, it's kind of a good get out clause, by the way. Let's get out of the level. That's a cool looking creature, by the way. That's an explosive bullety thing. I've just died in the water. I knew there was some water that damaged you. I wasn't sure how many waters damaged you. There's a water along here. I'll get hold of this. Me trying to find like the edge of the level, and it just seems to keep going forever. It's fantastic. That's 200 points. Let's keep going downwards. Let's see if we can get... Let's see how far down we can get. In the sewers. I wonder if the big boss is right at the bottom. Can you imagine if we get to him down here? Oh, what did it say? Bad move. Oh no, I've fallen in a room where I can't... I found fallen in one of them in endless death rooms. You know the ones. You know the ones where you fall down and die desperately all the time. It's a really good one, that. Mastertronic 1987, under the Bulldog title. This could probably have been, I think, a full-price title. I think people would have loved Gumball if it would have been a full-price title. Did people stay away from these Bulldog games back in the day? I don't know what people felt about them. I loved them. I was a fan of them. I thought they were great. I thought they were a lot of fun. And really enjoyed them, but I don't know. I just feel like that they weren't. The thing about it is, there's a lot of them. I mean, let's be honest. Mastertronic was in the market to basically steal the budget market. That's what they wanted to do. They had it right. They did the market research. They realised that the average pocket money for children back in the 80s was £2. And £3 was also close because that was 2 weeks of pocket money saving, and it still had £1 in your pocket afterwards for sweets. It was perfect. It was set to be fantastic. It was a winner. It was a great way to sort of sell to people. And when all those other developers were, or software publishers were laughing their heads off about it, Mastertronic were laughing all the way to the bank. This is Ice Temple now, which is the Blue Ribbon game. I don't know what it says on the back of it. Oh, there's a little bit of not loading on that side. Let's go back again. Do load it on the other side. So we'll have to get the old PlayZX out. As Nick Razor, part-time council dustman. Oh, I love this. This has already got my kind of thing written all over. Trashman being, of course, an old favourite of the channel. Your space cruiser has been stolen and hidden in an ice temple. Of course, you were there in the space cruiser. You'd nipped out to have a fag, possibly chat up one of the ladies you were doing your space. One of the lady aliens. About you were out there. Chatting her up with a cigarette in your hand, gonna take a bins out at some point, probably, and popped in for a cup of tea. We know how that goes. Anyway, it's been stolen, and you need to investigate and discover the aliens have drawn all the power from the planet's reactor to leave its icy waste. Aliens have drawn all the power from the planet's reactor to leave its icy waste. You are the only mega hero in the universe. Can you preserve what we know? I don't know. I'm a little bit worried that we can't load it for a start off, though. That's more worrying. Let's give it another go. Come on. Let's see if we can get the ice planet. I mean, I'm an interstellar dust man. I can't really beat that. I'm Matthew McConaughey, whatever it was called, isn't it? The guy who went off an Interstellar. That's me. International Dustman. Right, okay, this should load now, hopefully. Come on. Probably hasn't moved for years, this tape. Nature of the Beast. It's the nature of Spectrum games. They're 40 years old in some cases. 40 years old, and I still love... It's just the little things. I still love the multicolours that somebody did with the borders on these things. It's blooming brilliant, isn't it? It really is. It's one of the best things. I can't believe I'm going to be an Interstellar Dustman. Definitely never played this game before. It's one that's never appeared on the channel before. I'm quite looking forward to this. Interstellar Dustman. Oh, yeah, coffee. I love coffee. Oh, yeah, Ice Temple. It definitely looks like an Interstellar Dustman's vehicle. They've stolen all the power from the reactor. They're trying to leave the planet the aliens are. The intergalactic scum. You know what popped into my head there? It's absolutely, totally unrelated to this whole thing. Mario Brothers with Bob Hoskins. Remember that one? I can't remember the other actor was with him. He was in some other stuff, wasn't he? But Mario Brothers with Bob Hoskins. I was thinking about interstellar sort of alien scum, and I'm sure that was set on some alien planet as well. It was really weird, wasn't it? It's definitely not Mario Brothers for a live action one. I think the new movie was better, wasn't it? I think a lot of people said that was good. I never saw it personally, but I assume so. Intergalactic scum of Mario Brothers. I just had that picture of Bob Hoskins in the outfit and wearing those metal boot things or like thrusters to make them jump higher. Just popped in my head. I don't know why. I'm just completely. It's now in your head, of course, as well. You're thinking about it back in the day. Bob Hoskins and his intergalactic sort of is such a weird game, or such a weird movie from a game about rescuing princesses. Yeah. Have you seen I'm gonna enlighten you on all the other things that are going on at the moment. Have you seen the Ubisoft? I can only describe as collapse after a number of. First off, I don't think Star Wars Outlaws was a big seller. I think it was a very poor seller. I don't think anybody was extremely interested in it, and after seeing how the AI responds and all the other things, remember this is the people who are the engine for Assassin's Creed. All you would really needed to do was Star Wars and then Assassin's Creed effectively to have the same thing. You have a character that when does a stealth knockdown doesn't make contact. A character that doesn't get shot when you stand in huge reeds that move out the way that everybody can see them. A character that basically it's just very hard for the AI to get anybody on it. It's a disaster. It's horrible. You just need to do a bit of the YouTubing on the quality of the game. It's a horrendous level of things. And the worst part about it is the voice actress that plays the main character is a very attractive. I think she's an Italian lady. So they made the character ugly intentionally to appeal to an audience who wasn't going to buy the game in the first place. So you took an attractive lady. I know she wasn't necessarily meant to be the face of the character, but you basically made it uglier than the person who just voiced it to appeal to an audience who was never going to buy it. I can't imagine the marketing department. I know they talk about broad ranges and spectrums of people. Yes, that would be lovely. But in most cases, that it doesn't really apply. Why would you do that? This is almost like Homer Simpson building a car. Do you remember when he built a car that was to appeal to everybody and appeal to nobody ultimately? It was a complete flop. It was a very expensive flop. I think that's the best way to describe, Star Wars Outlaws. I think you're a fan. You've seen it now and you're bored with it. It's appealing to audiences that aren't actually going to watch or look at your product ever. So why the hell would you actually do it? You're not going to make any money. At the end of the day, it's capitalism, and most places have shareholders that need to be satisfied and sated. You know, they need those. Reprogram option 1, Q, OP, QA, and N. No, I think that'll do. I'm not sure what I'm going to be rescuing here in this game. I can't get that back in the bloody box. Get in the box. There, it's back in the box. Tis back in the box. So I assume we're just killing alien scum. I'm not sure what else to say realistically. Start new game. 6. This is me. I've got a little flamethrower. Cool. Gets very hot. So I'm again one of these ones that you need your mapping technology for. I like it though so far. I like his flamethrower. It's kind of cool. Don't think I've ever seen a flamethrower in the 80s. It looks good. What's this? What am I falling on here? Oh, got it. Whatever it was, I got it. Some diamonds. So I've got fuel, I've got mode, and I've got temperature. I see the temperature is for my thruster. Fuel is for my flamethrower. There's an on-off switch here. What's this do? I'll turn it on. Pushing down turns things on. E.T. Fordham! Hello? Teleporting. Phones are for teleporting. It's for booths, for teleporting booths. I can turn this on as well. That's cool. Definitely a mapping one, though. I like it thus far. It's got a bit of a squat walk, though. I suppose it's the heaviness of his gigantic... Oh, I've got something now. Yeah, I've got something now. I do like the Flare the Flames work on it. It's cool. Right. Oh, I know. I've got to push the button. Got to push the button. You're all right. Shh. I knew. There. Got to push that one. It'll take me back to the original location. There we go. Right. What if I push that and then go through here? Oh, I can't go through. It goes the other way, look. Ah, that's how it... See, it goes the other way. Cool. Right, okay. Let's drift on down. I've got a bomb. I'm picking up items at the top corner of the screen. I'm not sure what they do. 5 lives. That's a terrible looking piece of equipment. I got nukes now. Can't go that way. I've got to go back up here and I've got to push this. I'm going to turn this on. This is it. We're going in. I'm liking this. I like the brightness of the... I've always said this about Spectrum games. I love it when people just go the whole hog with colours. I'm not sure what I'm finding here. I like the fire. I've said that a few times, but I do like it. I think it looks cool. Yeah, definitely going to have to get your mapping out for this one. But it's pretty tasty, though. All the aliens wanted to leave their planet. Oh. No! I meant very much to slow down there. I like the death sequence, though. It's pretty cool. No! I'm going to go back the way I came, because I feel like I can't dodge that one. Can't dodge that one as well as I'd like to. I'm going to go this way. That was a mistake. Oh, hello. Let's go down this way. Another crystal there. He's just very frozen all of a sudden. I bet there's ways to get through these things. Max, no temperature left. Blown. Ah, right. Temperature acts as a health thing as well. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's not a good way to go either. Drop a bomb. Died again. Massive explosion. Yeah, I'm quite liking this. It's got a lovely look to it. I can tell you that. That's another good one. A paltry 3%. That's massive. Number of reactor elements destroyed. So you've got to destroy the reactor elements to stop them escaping their planet. That's actually really, really cool. It's not a game I've played before. Have you ever played Ice Temple before? I don't think it got re-released on anything either. It's just it's good. The Ice Temple. What no tune? Dave the Rave, the Wookiee. You could tell it was the 80s because we used to put all kinds of messages in and things like that. Yeah, all kinds of messages. Anyway, Ubisoft. Back to Ubisoft while we hopefully load Rambo, because unfortunately I just think Rambo's got potential not to load. It does tend to not do its thing. Anyway, yeah. So their share prices have absolutely plummeted. They're now sort of down to the early 2000 value. So we're talking less than. I think last time I looked, it was about $9. There's a chance they think that the internal management, the original owners, are trying to buy it back because it was originally a family-run company for a very long time. But they've also made a mistake with Assassin's Creed by basically upsetting Japan, the whole of Japan, by I guess the word cultural appropriation is the way to go with, while applying the current message to computer games, which again is to appeal to a small minority, not the majority of gamers. They offended Japan and have further offended Japan by reusing and appropriating a symbol of Nagasaki, where basically a place that was bombed during the Second World, nuclear bombed, in fact, hydrogen bomb dropped on it, and a partial bridge was survived. This is now a national monument. And they just casually popped it into their new Assassin's Creed game with a little cartoon character sat on the top of it, and of course that went down like a lead balloon. They've so much so that they've now withdrawn the game for Christmas delivery. It's not happening. Assassin's Creed, whatever it is, the Feudal Japan one, the one where they said that they wouldn't do a Feudal Japan game because there was too many games like it already, like the Ghost of Tsushima and Yo Team? That's the new one. I can't remember. But basically, they said there was too many of them already, so they weren't going to do one. But they did one anyway later on after everybody else had done one. So now it's probably too late to do one if you're going to do one. I don't know why I'm letting this load. We're going to see if it loads, but I don't think it will. I don't think we've ever got Rambo to load on this channel, actually, come and think of it. We may have to go grab another game. So yeah, the moral of the story at the moment, unless it is directly to sort of reduce the share prices so they can be bought out, which is also a possibility because people do that kind of stuff. It is. I don't think they'll disappear. I just think they're doing themselves a nasty mischief at the moment, and it's not the brightest of moves. They want you want the broadest range of gamers. Absolutely, I totally agree with that statement. To buy your game, so you want it to appeal to the majority of. No, it's not going to load that. Let's try the other side. We'll give it the other side a go. I've never got it to load properly, you know. This is one of these unicorn games that never really loads properly. We'll give it another go. We'll try it on the other side. We'll see if it works. Yeah, I agree with trying to appeal to a broad range of people, but if that alienates the 90% that normally buy it, why would you do it? We live in a world of capitalism. Unfortunately, the mighty dollar and pound matter to most people. They pay the staff's wages. They pay the writer's wages. They pay the chief executive's wages. They do all of these things. They make sure that you've got food on your table. So why would you continue to persist? I was talking to a friend of mine. We're quite into movies and things like that. We've got quite similar tastes in computer games and quite similar tastes in movies, sort of about the same sort of age. I was talking to him the other day, and He suggested he'd been watching an interview with Quentin Tarantino, and Quentin Tarantino had suggested that current times are that of the 50s and 80s, so both were apparently quite restrictive times. And if you think about it for a moment, remember the 80s, where the word ninja was banned by the government, where... Oh, wow. I'm excited. That's the right loading screen. That's a good start. The where the word ninja was there. The end of the 50s is the end of wars and quite sort of strict, controls over things. And Quentin Tarantino had suggested that this is the time we're going through. We're doing both of these things where there's very harsh views on both sides, but ultimately, as a world, we usually come out of this the other side at some point. I think that's happening to some extent. I think some of the... Because I mean, ultimately, we want to play games. Great games that have won recently. Space Marine 2. Probably one of the machoest games you've ever seen. Gigantic, hulking, how tall are they? 9 feet tall, armoured soldiers in a endless war, grinding up alien after alien after alien, and it's just glorious. The press would like to draw them into a conversation, because I think somebody made a comment. One of the CEO, I think, of the company, a focus group, was just suggested, yes, we were bored of games nowadays having an agenda, a message. And he's just said, he made this comment that he's bored of them making gender messages. They just wanted a game which had a great story and and some masculinity to it, like it used to. The thing that just appealed to gamers back in the day. There'll be women who play Space Marine 2 and will worry about it. There'll be men who play Space Marine 2, and it doesn't really matter. But basically, and then of course the press starts putting comments going, CEO says games of today are no good, and the response from the CEO and focus group, nothing. They decided not to give it airtime, which is the answer to the question. Don't give it airtime, and don't give it what it wants. And I'm not giving it airtime. I'm just telling you that we want good games. What do you want? Good games. Back in the day, we had good games. We're going to play a game now where we're starring as Rambo in First Blood Part 2. This is... I can't remember which one this was. Was this the one who went back to war, didn't he, to rescue his friends in Vietnam? So, this is a soldier with PTSD who always ends up in a lot of trouble. So let's press a key. What's the keys? Can I redefine the keys? C for controls. D to define the keys. Left, right, up, down, fire, weapon. That's weapon change. Enter to finish. S to start. Enter my name. That's me. Press any key to begin. So I've got a gun and grenade, and I can change it to them. And we're hunting our friends in the forests, and we're trying to find them and save them. Well, being muscle bound and John Rambo. That's his name, John Rambo. There you go, Vietnamese soldiers, the VC. Been killed. Do you know, so it's so rare that I get this game to work that I'm actually a little bit starstruck by this one. So we're basically looking for our friends in the forests. We're going to explore. It's like a little hillock. Oh God, no! I just remember it being very hard, though. That's the thing. There we go. And avoid that rock. I think they're at the far corner. I think they're top corner. It would make sense that they'd be at the top corner. If I was hiding them, I'd put them the furthest away from the game. That's why it reminds me of Vakari Warriors, by the way. I can't get that way, by the way. Got the furthest over, I've gone. There's a rocket. Oh, I've got the rocket launcher now. Can I press the weapon and use it? Yes, I can. Boom! unnecessarily violent. The RPG, the rocket-propelled grenade. It's a Russian-made one, that one. Do. Yeah, great. Oh, we can go this way a bit further. So how did you know where they were? You're just exploring the woods until you find them. I'll probably kill the whole entire Vietnamese army at this point. Oh. Maybe I go this way. I've never been... Oh, right, okay. Ah! What do I do with the hut? I can't blow up the hut. I thought I could destroy the hut. Oh, what's this? Is that like a gravestone? No. That's it. Come at me. Come at me. I'm hunting the woods for my friends. Yeah, that he's harsh. Right, I'm at the far side of the level now. It's a big level, actually. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Oh. Up we go. There's a tree thing. Water. I assume that's the end of the level. Let's go along this bridge here. Got him with the grenade launcher. Seems to go in for the ammunition. We get the music again. This is really odd. Not sure what I'm meant to be doing, actually. I know I'm meant to be rescuing people. I'm sure I'm meant to be rescuing people. I've just died running into him. It was alright. Do you know something? I have better memories of it than I actually have playing it. And it's the first time I've played it in ages, and first time it's loaded, and I'm kind of a little disappointed, really. I'll be honest. Well, just a teeny tad disappointed. I think this was released by this next one, this Quadron. I think this was released. Oh, when was it? Last year or the year before? Don't think there's a date on it. So I've got to get the Q crystals. Wasn't meant to be this way. Blah, 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 blah. Gaining things, skills, keyboard, Q, A, N, M, space for status screen. Launching crystals. Right, okay, well, let's give it a try anyway. So this is Quadron. This is the homebrew one. I'm going to go with the tape loader because I'm hoping it's 128k and we get a little bit no, it's just 48k on the screen on the cover. Well, we'll just do it anyway because I'm just being militant now and doing the whole thing. So yeah, I think we're starting to see. By the way, I mean I've been voting with my wallet for a long time. You know I have because you've listened to me moan about AAA gaming for a long time, or as they call themselves now, quadruple game. Four A's because they're so worth it, which I would suggest they're not at this point in time. But anyway. The gaming itself is something that I love. I mean, I started back with the Spectrum back in the day, and arcade machines and those old handheld grandstand machines. Remember those? The rebranded things from Japan. We started with these kind of things, and all we wanted to do was enjoy the games playing. Gameplay was all the thing. A good story was a bonus. A good game loop, which was my new thing, by the way. I used the word game loop. You enjoy that? Good one. Great game loop. A nice game loop. All these things are great things for us there. 2019, we released 5 years ago. God, it felt like yesterday that I heard about this in the sort of press and things like that it was being re-released. Or being finally finished, should I say. Anyway, It's an interesting time. As I say, we just need to get over this bit and get back to actually, the movie industries, game industries, entertainment industries needs to get over themselves and go back to actually hitting their correct target audience with the things that they want. Games that they want to play, things that they want to play, games with good loops, games with no additional agendas and all this kind of stuff. And I know that is utter madness to ask for those things, but I think we can get there. I do. I think it's possible. I think as a nation we can possibly get there. Maybe we can all take some of the edges off some of our views and things like that, because people can have alternative views, and it's fine. It's fine. I'll give you a good example. Gone Home. Gone Home is a walking simulator. It's an adventure with a strong story to it. It's the protagonist is female and a lesbian, and it doesn't matter because the story is strong. So yeah, we doesn't matter, and I enjoyed playing that game as much as anybody else would have done. And did it appeal to a broader audience? Slightly did. Yes, probably did. But at the same time, different audience, different games. You aim your game at the right audience, but those that they're aiming at are small groups of people who will never play the games. They're just shouting loudly about it. They've seen it. They've seen the media. I'm sure there's a lot of hate for Space Marine 2 out there right now. How dare you bring back the Space Marines that have been going around since Warhammer 40k was invented? Yeah. Anyway, coffee. Stop bitching and moaning. I'm on one now. Get my soapbox out, and I'm on one. We shouldn't be. I'll get off my soapbox. I'll get my soapbox. So last week I snuck away for a weekend. So sorry about that. I hope you didn't miss me too much. I do apologise for not getting a video done. As I say, come back. I've got cold. Realistically, just took a little bit of time away. A long time since I've actually been away. It was a bit of a disaster though. However, the nice day out, lovely things, whatever else it is. Went for the stay over with my wife. Fell asleep. 11:15. Fire alarm goes off. Brilliant. Okay, out of the hotel. Stand outside. Wait for them to tell us if we can go back in. No idea if we can. Alarm stops. Go back into the hotel. And this wasn't a cheap hotel, by the way, because it's been almost 20 years since we've been able to sneak away by ourselves. So I got us a decent hotel, quite expensive one, probably twice as much, maybe 3 times as much as you pay for sort of like a Premier Inn or Travel Lodge, something like that. And then 12:15, fire alarm went off again, at which point we'd utterly had enough, and we weren't that far from home because we were just testing the kids. My son, I've said before, has got autism, so we're just testing whether or not we could actually go away for the weekend. The answer is yes, we can. But the answer was that the alarm went off for a second time. We were just done by then. It was like, fine, we're going home. So good sort of hours drive home, and then we were home. It was honestly nuts, realistically. But anyway, that's what happened. So rough weekend, but a good weekend, and a bad weekend all at the same time. Actually, it was fine, absolutely fine. But as I say, I think I've got a bit of a cold. My son's got one. That thing where the nose is running. It's horrible. I often get a little bit of that kind of stuff going on. I'm loving this kit, that cassette for Quadron though. Think we're loaded? Yes, we are. Ooh, look at this. Andrew Beale, standard, redefine. Ooh. Ooh. Look at the Quadron at the top. Look at that. That's not possible on a Spectrum. But it is. That's not possible. Least energy runs out. Fires horizontally. Bolt. Laser pistol. Projectile cannon. Yes. Effective vertical one. Fires horizontally. Right, this is what we're trying to find, aren't we? So shields. Collision shields. That's cool. Collision with aliens results in their destruction and loss of low energy loss. No damaging consequences for aliens, right? Okay. Remote devices, alien movement suspenders. There's some cool stuff here. Smart cannons, yep, shooting things down. Cloaking device. Collisions with aliens and fire are impossible. Okay. And what are we meant to be collecting? Transporters and energy converters. Transporters enable warping to corners of Quadron Complex. Cool. More energy operating. This is quite nice, actually. It's got a nice rundown here of what's going on. Converting energy from one screen to another. Yeah, awesome. Okay, we're going to get a power bonuses. Laser beams, maximum on screen, blah, 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 blah. Some overriding power things. And oh wow, somebody has gone to a lot of effort with just even the intro stuff here. That's really cool. I love the thing at the top though. That's not possible on Spectrum, but it is. The Frostbite Nirvana engine, I think it is. Frostbite Nirvana engine allows that kind of graphical way of doing things, and it's really impressive when you do it. I'm not sure what the math or the calculation or the cheat is that does it, but it does allow that. Let's press the key because I want. Yep. Come on, go back to the main menu. I'm going to use, I think, the standard key. No, I'm going to change the keyboard if I can. 2. Left, right, up, down. Fire. Z for crystal, S for status. Perfect. 6 to start. There's me. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I think S is the same. It's spacebar status. No, it isn't. It must be, because it keeps coming up with it. Oh, S must be status as well. Bombs. Gonna have to die and change the keys. Can I change the equipment? Can I fit that like? Yeah, I've activated that now. So these should bounce off me and destroy. Oh, that's really cool. No, it's... I don't know what it's doing, the status. Is it because I'm pressing the A button? It's close to the... Maybe. Oh, wow. Do you know what? The physics in this are great. Can you see all the stuff that's going on? There's a lot to behold here. S status, right. What can I do with this? What's that? I'm going to turn that on. Got no crystals. There's my basic rear gun. That's me with shield on. Right. Or is that... Or I just dumped that there. I have just dumped that. It's a turret thing. Not sure what it does, but I've got one. It did tell me on the instructions a moment ago. I think it's the A button. I'm too close to the S button. I keep pressing it by mistake. Sorry, people. Yeah, I keep pressing the S button by mistake. I should have put the S further away. Oh, wow. There's a lot to like here, by the way. There's a lot to like. There's a complex. There's aliens. Oh, the way it destroyed. The graphics. Honestly, this got a lot of press as well back in the day. Back in 2019, this got a lot of press for being released finally. Oh, I need to spend a bit more time on this. This is good. We've had some good games this week. Quite a lot of good games, actually. It's been really nice. Nice to see you back again. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's a slightly different than the usual What's on the Tape, but we will definitely do What's on the Tape next week. There's things to be dropped in these things. Are these crystals where I need to drop in here? If I press... I think I've got one here. I think I had one. Was it this? No. That's telling me something. There's a crystal. There. Bonus? Bonus. Very good. I think we've got to pick those up somehow. I'm running around the complex now in circles. I'll blow it up. Wow. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. That was just so different. I was not expecting that at all. That's really, really good. Anyway, thank you very much, Daryl. Thank you very much to all of you for watching. I've been your host, Real Giant Demon. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I'll be back next week with a normal sort of tape, you know, one of those funny ones where we don't know what's on it. But I'll see you next week. Anyway, have fun. See you soon. Bye-bye.